with relevant information on aviation filled through panel discussions, interviews with aviation professionals. We offer high school students the Junior Aviator course to broaden their understanding of aviation as well as increase their chances of getting into top aviation schools. We also offer Aviation Refresher and Advanced course on aviation topics. All our courses are carefully designed by aviation experts with international aviation qualifications in a wide range of aviation disciplines. The courses are designed to equip aviators with modern and relevant skills applicable in today's aviation world. Inspire, equip, empower, Flight Wings Aviation.
A pleasant good evening to you all. Greetings. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on whichever time zone you're watching us from. Welcome to the Big Sky with your host, Isaac Yami. And today I have interesting guests. I think you've been seeing them the past days. And these are behind the scenes. Usually they're behind the scenes, and today they're in front of the scenes. And help me welcome our director, Gonitashe Machaka, and also welcome Kara.
Hello, everyone.
Greeting everyone. Are we okay?
Hi, everyone.
Thank
Good
you, Isaac.
evening.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I feel like today you are squashing me in my own show, but it's fine. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. It's
Yeah, we're here. The whole team is here today, so yeah, we're gonna share the space.
Yeah, we're gonna share the space. I mean, it's always a pleasure. It's always a pleasure to have guests, and you know what they say, charity begins at home. So today we're home basically, and it's gonna be an interesting episode. So first of all, I want to say congratulations to us. We managed to pull the International Civil Aviation Day. It was a success. I think there's nothing else to talk about apart from how that event was a success. And yes, take us through. Let me start with Kara first.
Okay.
Let's recap the day. How did you feel? And
What do I feeling about? I'm feeling it's complicated because the first time I teach my student, I feel like something because I never had been before. I teach my employee before, but not as a student. So it's quite different. But day by day after that, I enjoy it. Then we not become like student, and it's become like a friend to sharing what I know to them. And then all of them also they cooperative. If they need something to know about that, they ask me. So I like the student. They active. And what else? And of course,
Yeah,
when I
but
when
then
I know
before you say,
yesterday,
I,
okay,
I think
before
Kara's
you
talking
say,
about something else, man.
no, she's sharing about her mentoring aspect, right? But I'm like,
Oh, okay.
before she explains that, I just want us to wrap up the day first, the Civil Aviation Day, the day when we commemorated that day. Can you just talk about Tuesday first? I mean, I know you had a segment that you were presenting and everything, but let's just talk about the recap of the whole program. Like, how do you feel about everything that happened on that day? We had a lineup of so many speakers, we had so many programs, and you had a video that came up, and I was just checking today the stats. I mean, people actually watched the video and everything. So let's just talk about Tuesday first, before because you're gonna talk about your mentoring and training aspect. But let's just talk about
okay.
recapping Tuesday, the Tuesday's event, which was the International Civil Aviation Day.
How can I say it? I feel like I achieved it to share my background because I as a flight dispatcher, so I can share my knowledge with people watch my video. And then if we talk about the civil international aviation, it's like I don't know how to explain it, but I feel it. You understand? The achievement what I got since I'm working, the achievement I got since I do in the aviation industry is so many. I have a lot of friends. I have a lot of friends all around the world. The way since I work in the airline industry, and I have a lot of knowledge. I have a lot of mentor also. I have a lot of training certificate. That's achieved that I got it. I think so.
Okay, okay. You're so speechless. I can see. I mean, the success was too much. She can't even figure out which stuff
Like
to
it was a
comment.
lot for her.
It was a massive lot of things going on. But it's alright. We're gonna come back to you, Reska, when we talk about your mentoring and your training aspect. But over to you, Director Mr. Ngoni.
Well, it was a day, man. Like I know the preparation that went, weeks before it happened, and I think it was over a month, and we're just preparing for less than 24 hours. Like the work we had to get into, the videos being done, being edited, posters being made and being sent out there, getting authorization to use some of the material we used. It was a lot of work, but then when it all came out and it was happening, every video coming after the other, I think it was just amazing, especially with the response. I really want to thank everybody who participated, who contributed, people who were just responding or even just watching. It really meant a lot, and it felt like we achieved something at the end of the day. And for me, my highlight was, well, the first time I was hosting, the big sky without Isaac and Guguti, and it, and the thing was, I had an amazing panel to work with, and they were just amazing. We could talk of Nyasha, we could talk of Ronald, Gavin. I remember telling you guys, like, I was so nervous about it. I was even telling Google, I was like, I'm nervous about this. Because, I don't know whether we're going to be more of too critical on the industry. But then I really loved how my panel was able to, channel the good and the bad of the industry and come up with solutions, and also have light moments during the program as well. And the guests, oh my God, like we had amazing people watching the show, the contributions. I remember Captain Obert when he contributed, and I saw his name come up, and I'm like, oh my God, like he's listening, and it was really amazing. So, and the contributions, people were writing paragraphs. We used to just small sentences, but people were literally giving those big paragraphs, and we had to decipher them, talk about it, and I think we did great. Whoever watched, I'm sure they benefited from the morning short videos through the bigger videos, and especially Grace's video from India explaining aeronautical engineering and studying in India. That was just amazing. And we had Miss Pink, of course. She's a vibe, as always, telling us about ATC and being a pilot. Then we had Captain Albert with the inspirational video to aspiring aviators that, you can do it. You just have to put your mind to it. The industry is here. It's not going anywhere. Then later on, we closed it off with this video on airline operations while it took us through the airport, talking to his the aircraft, talking to his colleagues, and just telling us more of how a day-to-day, flight goes. And it was really amazing. And of course, people can follow this Miss Ping, Captain Albert on their socials, on YouTube as well. They post frequently. And it was just an honor having them on our program. And the support we got from everyone was just amazing.
Awesome. I actually concur with you when we were arranging the videos. I remember, and when I saw the poster, and then I was like, I remember thinking about this. When we were discussing about what's in store for season 2 from the Big Sky, and then we said we want to do a webinar, we want to do a conference, and then for some reason, when it didn't happen, I was just like, wait a minute, like it just went in sync, like weirdly in sync. Like I could see the panels and everything was just moving in a direction where I'm just like, wow, I can't wait for the second one, because I feel like this one was dope, but I feel like after this, what's gonna come up and up and up and up is going to be so interesting. So for me, I was very excited, and I remember then, I think it was like over the weekend, right, where we were like finalizing everything, and then everything was now out and everything, and then just like, wow, this is actually coming into fruition, and then to see the day happening, and I'm still thinking, did everything of that magnitude happen? Because I remember tuning in from the live show, but I tuned in late because of some technicalities. But I remember watching the engagement of people, how people were proud of the initiative, the awareness, and every single thing. I was just like, wow, this is really, really, really incredible. And the way our subscribers are increasing, I mean, we can go around from 70 something, the subscribers were 70 something, and right now we're only short of 2 to make it our first 100 subscribers. So please do share, like, subscribe to our channel. Let's make this happen. I was very I was just shocked. I was like, wait a minute, our subscriber is increasing, and to us it's a big deal, because aviation is something that is really people don't really know about it much. And when I mean really, I mean the whole mass. Of course, there's a community, but our achievement is having each and every single person knowing what aviation is, because we do believe in the future somehow you are affected with the industry. So for me, I was just like, wow, this is incredible, and I couldn't wait to talk about it and then have an introspect about it. So I was impressed, personally.
It was really amazing, to be honest, because if you check at even the programs themselves, when they started coming up, when you start getting your notifications of going live in 30 minutes, and you're like, okay, this is starting to be real. This is happening. Then you get into the programs, then you realize the awareness you brought to aviation, which was something that was actually mentioned during the stream was, aviation in our circle, we might think people know about it.
Yeah,
but then
that's our thing, yeah.
With with programs like this, you realize, no, people actually don't, and we're actually giving that information to the public so that everybody can know, the opportunities that are there, answers to questions people have when they travel and all that. And I believe we can go on from here and provide more awareness to the public, and we'll turn things around in the domestic industry. I believe that's possible.
Yeah, I think also branching into what we're going to talk about today. Today basically we wanted to recap the whole International Civil Aviation Day, and as well we want to shed more light on flight wings aviation as well. So as we are transitioning to that as well, Derek, I want you to give us, I want you to just give us brief about what we are in specifics, because so many people are now following us. Thank you so much for people who are following us. If you haven't followed us, please do so. It is good for us. It's good for all of them people. So share with us Flight Wings Aviation briefly about us to the masses.
Okay, so basically, Flight Wings Aviation is a company that's focused or built upon three principles, which is to inspire, equip, and empower young aviators, right? We want young people to be inspired to do what they love, to be equipped to be able to do what they love, and to be empowered so that they can carry out doing what they love. So we started this company basically on three fronts. We have the aviation awareness part, which includes the Big Sky, our media platforms, social media platforms, and all that, where we are dishing out information about aviation, be it careers, scholarships, facts about aviation, programs about aviation like the Big Sky, talking to experienced aviators from around the world, and just giving that inspiration there. Then we have the aviation consultancy side of the business, where aspiring aviators, coming out of high school, or people who want to switch careers, come to us free of charge, and we talk them through the options they have. And then from there, we go on to, if some of them want us to go the extra mile of getting them enrolled in certain schools, we'll do that. Of course, that's different. We'll charge them an administrative fee for that, or we can just simply tell them how to do it themselves and they'll be able to. But for those that don't have the time and the patience for the processes, we'll gladly do it for them. Be it you want to start you want to do piloted flight training, you want to do drone training, you want to do aeronautical engineering, aviation management, cabin crew, passenger handling, ground handling, cargo handling, whatever it is, whatever you want to focus on. Our job as the consultancy part of the business is to look at your qualifications, your goals, and make sure we align everything so that you make the right decision. Because at the end of the day, some kids might come up and say, I want to be a cabin crew. But then when you ask them questions like, okay, why do you want to do this? What's your end goal? Then you realize, well, they're actually wanting to do something that's going to take time from them having to achieve their goal. So helping those kids, put them on the right direction, because that's something most of us as aviators we never had. We just jumped on our gut and we're like, no, we're going to do this. But we are coming here and being like, you know what? You're not going to make the same mistakes we did. We're going to make sure that you know what you need to do to achieve your goal. If you want to be a cabin crew, these are the steps, these are the requirements, and this is how much it will cost you. If, for example, that's the common statement, aviation is expensive to train for. So there are schools that are cheap. There are bursaries out there, the scholarships out there. It's our job as Flight Wings Aviation to avail those opportunities to you, to be like, you know what, this is a very accredited school. It's within your budget, and it will help you as a student. You don't have to go out of pocket to train. So that's basically the consultancy part. Then we have the training part, which I'll talk about in more detail later.
Awesome. It's very interesting that we got to sum up the greater things that are happening in a few narrative words and so forth. And for me, I'm always on the tip where if we're going to, the end result is always about a successful person. I mean, I feel like that's where we're going through because we're equipping, we're empowering, and we're inspiring as a whole. But I want us to go through the mentorship part of what we do as Flight Wings Aviation, and Riska is one of the mentors as
Yes.
well. I mean, take us through the mentoring and training, what goes on, and how can people benefit and they know what they're signing up to, and take us through that experience of being a mentor and training the young future aspiring aviators.
Okay. Mentoring and traineeship was amazing because I communicate with them. It's just like I'm sharing my knowledge to them. It's not like being a teacher and student. So I keep the boundaries, but with some we have a barrier. For example, if they need something what they wanted to do, for example, they want to become a flight attendant. I give the list. I give them how to apply. Maybe because one of the student they don't even know how to make a letter of offering a playing job. I teach them. So it was amazing because I studying my knowledge like Angoni taught before. I know the right way to go there, so I don't have to give my friend or anything to another way. This is the way. You just follow this way like that. And then about the training also, I give them the point what they have to know about the course. This is the line you have to know. This is the point. This is the line you have to know that because and past experience before I learned a lot about aviation, which is I am a flight dispatcher. I learned like a really big book, and then there is nothing point my lecture give it to me. But right now I'm as a mentorship. I give them the best. This is the point you have to know. This is the line you have to understand. You have to remember about this one. So it's amazing, and also I love my student. And then the way I know they have a good result for exam. I feel like, oh yeah, they deserve it. I think so, yeah, like that. Because I'm happy, I couldn't even explain how happy I am. You understand?
I think just
Yeah.
to add on to what Riska was talking about with the mentorship program, what us as Flight Wings Aviation have done is, like Riska was saying, she's been in the industry, right? We've been exposed to so many amazing aviators in the industry, including the ones that we did on the program on the 7th, on Tuesday, on the International Civil Aviation Day. So basically what we do is we unveil all those that our network, basically we are unveiling our network to the students, right? So if a student wants to study piloting, right? For example, our junior aviation course students, these are aspiring aviators that are just beginning their aviation journey. And what we do is we unveil certain individuals to them that can talk them through various different career choices that they think they would want to pursue. So if someone wants to be an air traffic controller, I know the air traffic controller they can talk to, someone they can relate to, Then they have a conversation, they ask all the questions they need, and that air traffic controller will answer all those questions. Same thing with pilotage. We have CFIs, Captain Eliezer, I can be like, okay, Captain Eliezer is going to talk to you. Then Captain Eliezer will take him through what flight training is all about, what's needed, and everything that's within the scope of flight training. Same thing with any other field of study as well. So basically, that's how our mentorship program works, unveiling resources to young people so that they can relate, have their questions answered before they make decisions, so that they make informed decisions going
Yeah.
forward.
Yeah, that's very true. And funny enough, some of the aviators in this platform, like you and Riska, you kind of took routes which are a bit longer, and it's interesting. I mean, they made you who you are, but I mean, these are things that you can actually tip off the young aviators to probably not go around and go in a certain way, you know. But it's
Yeah, I know,
all
Yeah.
right? Yeah,
but it's all pleasure because everything learned is never wasted. I mean, every knowledge
that's
that
true.
you do get to have a chance to learn is never wasted.
Of course.
And this goes to the next initiative I'm about to explain, which is the big sky, which is focused on the awareness part. First of all, I am very honored to be one of the people who are heading this project because I've had an opportunity to virtually brush my shoulder with great people. Every guest I have had an opportunity to interview, these are people who are doing great things, like they're young individuals, they are older individuals, and it's a mixture of various demographics. And I've been inspired, like getting to have hands-on experience from people in the industry who have years and people who are aspiring to be part of the industry. And you'd be surprised that I think the youngest person we had was was for this season actually was a lady called Kusaseka. She's like I think 19, and people are like so young to that point where I'm like okay. And then we had an older gentleman who was around his 50s. You can see the disparity of how aviation is like basically for all of us, regardless of your age and this and that. So for me, the big sky is a privilege, getting to give the reality in front of people, like people now know how and who has succeeded, and then you can actually emulate them, and you can actually find out how you can do so. So for me, it's a cherishable program. I mean, the Big Sky is a very cherishable program, and I believe even the next season. I mean, I'm now promoting my show. I know. But the honest truth is, I love it and I love what we're doing. And I love the fact that we're giving awareness. Even people in my DMs are always asking me so many things. What is this all about and this and that. And I'm very happy with the reach that we're getting from the Big Sky itself.
You
I
you
think
always make the big sky like so lighting, It's a light with Isaac at Google, like something. You understand it?
it's fun to watch. You know, time
Yeah,
goes by and all goes by, and you can't even look at the time because it's so interesting, packed with information, relatable people as well, and it's really amazing. And the journey of the Big Sky with Isaac has been amazing. Isaac joined, and he was like, I don't know much about aviation
Yeah,
and
I
all this.
remember. I
And
remember.
season two, Isaac is a pilot. He's a drone pilot all of a sudden. So it's been interesting seeing the whole journey unfold, and
Yeah.
I'm really
I,
excited to see what's going
I have
on,
to
what's
say,
going
I
to
have
happen, with season three next year and all that.
I think actually being part of Fly Wings Aviation kind of had that push for me to actually purchase a drone because in my head I remember buying the drone. I'm just like, it was just a quick instinct like, okay, cool, and then all of a sudden I have a drone, and then the first day I flew the drone I was just like, okay, I understand the fascination with flying now, and it's quite
Now
interesting.
you understand.
Yeah, it's interesting. I actually have to do. I think I'll do a segment where I actually record myself flying the drone, and the experience that I have from being a non-aviation person to
yeah,
actually be part of this industry. It's incredible. It's incredible. The sky is the limit, and as
exactly.
we say in Big Sky, we are exploring the unlimited possibilities of aviation, and it's just incredible. It's just incredible.
You will know when you jump in. When you really jump into the aviation, one of my lecturers asked me like this personal chat, Tara, what do you think about aviation industry? Is it a luxury? I can't say no, but yes, it is. I feel it when I was working before I decided to study. Yes, it is. I can go traveling all around the world when I want it, which is our airline is Garuda. So in Garuda they have corporate Sky Team. So the Sky Team to Sky Team is we get some benefit for that. So I don't have to pay it. It's just like just pay a tax. That's it. That's one of benefit we have when we working in the airline like that. So
Hmm.
kind of luxury thing. Yeah, we don't want it.
Yeah, it's right now, as I'm going to still beg our viewers, like we're just 2 subscribers away from 100. For us, it's a milestone to start with. So please, 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 if you're watching us and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. We're only two
Yes.
subscribers short of 100 subscribers, and to us is really, really big because that's a start. That's a start. We started this thing from zero, and then all of a sudden, the wave that we're getting, and for us, is really, really it's really a brilliant honor to be able to be supported at this magnitude. And if you're joining us, please share with us on the comment section. Tell us where you're watching us from. Tell us what you liked from the International Civil Aviation Day. Tell us which video was your favorite, and if you have any suggestions on how we can make webinars and conferences of such magnitude all the time, please do tell us, and everything. It'll be great. It'll be great because we do this for you guys, and we basically have set this in order to equip, inspire, and empower. So this is all for you guys. I mean, it's awesome. So Riska, as we are about to wrap up today's show, because today's show was basically reviewing who we are, reviewing the big event we had, and so forth. What do you think the future for organization is heading? Like where do you see us in the next, let's say, in the next 5 years? Where do you see us go? We've
In the
started like this.
next in the next 5 year, I think it's going to be bigger because in the young generation, they really want to know about what because Isaac, we help them not jumping around. We help them before they jump. So this is a really good benefit for them. That's why I'm thinking like in the 5 year ahead, it's going to be a bigger. Of course, it's going to be a bigger because I think that we are good consultant. We help them like in personality, you know, and also our training is also with experience, and then we help them not only for to find a job, even for scholarship. We listed scholarship for them, how they apply it, how to make offering applying letter even. We help them, so it's going to be bigger than right now. I'm sure for that.
Yeah, awesome, awesome. I also support the fact that we're actually going to be bigger than this. And I just want to read a comment from Elijah Mundi Mika. He's watching us from the UK. He enjoyed watching the four guys, Gavin,
Wow.
Nyasha, Ronald, and Goni. Yes, that was an immense panel of aviators. I mean, I would have wished to be there, but I mean, with my basic
Why
knowledge, I wouldn't know if I
not?
would have survived. I wouldn't know if I would have survived. But I like the insight and the perspectives they were sharing about the Zim industry, because Zim is a country that is literally at heart. Some of us come from
Yeah.
Zim. I'm currently not based right now there, but I do believe that there is an industry that is awaiting being awakened in Zimbabwe. And I feel that with this type of people who are like us, who are like our director Gonitashi, I think Zimbabwe has a lot to benefit from such. So for me, I was quite excited, and one of my favorites for the Civil Aviation Day was also watching Gracie, when she did a vlog.
Yeah.
Um, from Pakistan, right? Like, it was
Yeah.
so interesting and showing us how I remember she was part of the show, this season. She's talking about how you can be able to travel and also make this aviation dream and reality. Talking about the chances
Yes.
or the bursaries, how you can actually study there. And for me, that was like an insight in her day. It was so rich, you know, her showing us her life and everything. I benefited from that. I benefited from that. And of course, your video talking about your video also talking about the mentoring aspect and training, was on
Yes.
point. And also Google as well, talking about her involvement in
Amazing woman.
mentoring and so forth. I really
Yeah.
miss her right now. She wasn't able to join us in this stream, but it's all good. It's all love. It was incredible, and yeah. And then we had Captain Obet. He
Yeah.
was giving us this concise information about the industry, on what you do and this and that. This and that. For
Mm-hmm.
me,
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
empowered. Every program got me glued. And then with the Pink Aviator, it was just on point. I I was like, how did we get to convince all of these people to agree to this platform, to agree to this initiative? And I was proud. I was proud that we had an amazing team. We're an amazing team.
Yeah.
And where I see us in the future, I feel like I feel like we're gonna be really big. I mean, we are big mentally. I feel like we're big already, but I feel like it's bigger than us. What we're doing is bigger than us, and I believe that
Yeah.
we're gonna inspire one aviator at a time, or maybe that's what I think. We're gonna inspire one aviator at a time, and that one aviator who's inspired will inspire another aviator, and will spread and you spread the love, and you spread the love and spread the love. I do believe that's where we're going as Flight Wings Aviation. And for my show, the Big Sky, I mean, I want to fly over. I want
You
to
you
fly
are the
over.
star, man.
And for my show, the Big Sky, there are gonna be shows where I actually feel like I need to fly over some in a different place and actually be there instead of just being virtually here like this. I mean, I
Yeah.
feel like there are gonna be points where I do need to visit one of these great countries, these great pilots, and be in the cockpit and get to share the experience each and every single moment. So that we might as inspire that one individual who's watching and thinking, could this aviation be my thing? Because I wouldn't have known that I would have been in a point whereby I now fly drones. For me, it was never a reality, but I don't know, somehow it became
Yeah.
that reality. So I'm proud, and I'm seeing big things for Flight Wings Aviation. And you and your students, I mean, right? What do you expect from your students? What do you see your students becoming in the future? The ones that you're mentoring and the ones that you're training.
One of the Samia, I remember her name is Samia. So she's confused about pilot or engineering. Then I asked her about, you have to know what you want to choose. Engineering, you have to do this. As a pilot, you have to do this. Okay, okay, ma'am. So it's mean the pilot is more easy than engineering. There is no easy, I said. But I just let you know about the point thing you have to learn about. And then she decided to become a pilot, a student pilot. A thing is, what I'm saying to her is really, she got it easily, not like before. Before I jumped to the airline, I jumped to the flight dispatcher. I know nothing. What is this? I feel like I'm jumping to the jungle without know anything. Is that there any lion or I don't know. But because I know that, so I want to sharing my past to Samia or to another student, what they wanted. I want to become a flight attendant. Okay, you have to do this, and this. You don't have to do like this and like this. No. So I give them the point. I give them a sample, and then how to get this. Not traveling around. No, we don't need that. So what I'm thinking is, yeah, it's a good consultant. We give them uh, how to explain it. We give them the best. You got it. All my students, the way I'm asking, you have any question? No, ma'am. You teach me really clearly, and then it feels something. You get it. And when I know my student they have a good result, I'm so happy, Isaac. Like, oh no, yeah, because the way I'm
But
teaching them,
currently,
the way we,
how many students are you mentoring though? I mean,
sick, sick.
and you're giving them that treatment, each one of them, each and every one of them. Ah, that means you're a
Yeah,
great teacher then. That
yeah,
means you're a
you.
great teacher then.
Yeah, I'm not going to anywhere. This is the point you have to know. I'm not going to somewhere first. No, I'm just straight to the point. Even one of thing yeah, it is of Samia also because I just know Samia is just finished her high school, and then I teach him like I teach her like this is the point, the point, and the point. I was thinking like I'm done, and then Goni thought to me like, Farah, you have to give her 2 part because she just high school, and I feel so bad like because I give her like overwhelming. Then after that I'm asking her, she's got it because the way I give to her is a point. So it's a point. You just know this one because this is important one. That's it, Isaac. That's why I love my students. They get it.
Yeah, awesome. It's always a pleasure when you hear someone who's teaching or who's inspiring young individuals, exclaiming how much joy they have with their students as well. And I think one of the things that we didn't really mention, and we want to talk about also the junior aviation course, the JAC, and the JAC is one of our products or service
Yeah.
that we're really proud of because within this course, this junior aviation course, we get to touch the grassroots. We get to touch the foundational basis of what aviation is, and even I who's learning aviation quite late, like like I literally learned from the course that it's doable first of all with the right amount of enthusiasm, with the right amount of effort. It's incredible, and I invite people to explore and to visit our website, and it'll be a good initiative for them to check out most of the things that we offer there, and be blessed. Aviation, everything aviation, and visit our website. And the website is on the screen: flightwingsaviationglobal.com. So at this very point,
Yeah.
we're just gonna break for a short commercial ad break, and then we're gonna be right back. So please stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, that short ad break was all about the EJ models that we're selling as Flight Wings Aviation. And these are like tiny models, like those flight models, um, dummy dolls, or I don't know if I'm explaining them well. I mean, something like that. It's an initiative that we're really running around. So please do feel free to check our website and everything in terms of what you need to find out about that. So as we're about to draw closer to the show, I want to say thank you, Riska, for being here on the
Yes, you're
Big Sky. I
welcome.
mean, Big Sky is my home, and I'm always chuffed when people come to my territory. I mean, I enjoy this show, I enjoy this initiative, and I enjoy what we're doing, and and so forth, and everything that goes on, and I'm really really proud of the achievement that we did on the International Civil Aviation Day, and I believe the seeds that were sowed on that day will get to germinate and become greater things. I believe someone could say because of that day, that Civil Aviation Day, I got to be enlightened. I got to understand more about aviation, and I'll be proud. I'll be proud. I'll be
Yeah.
proud. Yeah, I'll be definitely proud to know that
I
someone became an aviator
is
for that.
You know what, Isaac? A flight wing make me proud to myself. You understand? So you can imagine how proud I am to you guys to make the event really successfully.
Yeah, I'm still on that point whereby I'm telling people we're 2 subscribers away from reaching 100. Please do subscribe, share the page. Please do subscribe, support the movement, support aviation to the world. And welcome back, Goni.
Hi, can you hear me? Okay,
Yeah,
so too
perfectly.
noise.
We can hear you, we can see you perfectly. We're about to get to the crumbs and the last elements of the program, but you can go ahead. You can go ahead. We touched on the future of what we see Fly Wings becoming, and we're just being proud of what we have achieved so far, and so forth and so forth. And yeah, that's where we were, and that's what we were talking about before you jump right in.
So just give me a second.
Okay, are we good now?
Yeah, you were saying?
Awesome. I was saying that as when you're not with us, we spoke about the future of how we see Flat Wings Aviation growing in the next 5 years, and we're just sharing basically the achievements of the show, Big Sky, and then Riska was just breaking down um her experience with the students, and I was about to explain the junior aviation course. Well, I did explain a little bit about it, and then I believe you're going to take us away on explaining a little bit of that initiative as we wrap up the show. And there's a special announcement on that as well, so we're waiting for your lead on that one.
Okay, so just gonna talk a little bit on aviation training offered by Flight Wings Aviation. So we have an online training platform where we have several courses that one can take. They are in 3 forms. There is the self-paced courses. Then we have also the tutorial-based courses. Then we have the introductory courses that are level entry, such as the junior aviation certificate. Some of our courses are quite advanced, such as RTF. That's for refresher for pilots, ATC, and the like. We have aircraft handling coming up. So we have a number of courses across the whole spectrum from entry level to advanced that our students can take. And one of our biggest courses is the junior aviation course, which is an introductory course for those that want to join the industry and also begin their journey in the aviation industry as well.
Oh, did we lose Ngoni? I think it froze. Yes, I think it froze. right?
Yeah.
Okay. As we wait for him to come back, any last words you would want to share to our viewers, Priska, as we wait for the director to come back?
Yeah. I'm hoping and it will be happen. The big sky is going to be bigger, and of course about the GIC, it will
You're gonna make
bigger.
me smile.
Like aviation needs to be bigger because like I even frown to myself. You understand how it's happened? Because I see this company established like from zero, and then we slowly up and up. So yeah, it's going to bigger and a bigger. And then yes, for all of you guys, please subscribe us on the YouTube channel, Facebook, Instagram, and also we have a fan page at the LinkedIn. So you will to know we will sharing our knowledge to you guys, and then I don't know how to explain how happy I am, Isaac.
No, I think people can actually feel and they can see how happy you
The
are.
feeling, like oh my god.
Awesome. Anyways, there we have it. You guys were a pleasant. The viewers, you were a pleasant audience as usual. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, stay tuned. And I think we're gonna wrap up. We're wrapping up season 2 this month,
Yes.
and it's gonna be interesting from Big Sky. But there's so much stuff that's happening for the organization itself, the whole entirety of the organization. So watch the space, and please do support us. Please do visit our website and we check us out on what we are all about. And if you have an input, if you have something, you have a collaboration that you would love to embark with us, we are open enough to do so. And like I said, we go by the mantra, 3 mantras, or the mantra which says equip, inspire, and empower. So, with that much said, from me and the team, the host of the Big Sky, Isaac Yami, the mentor and the mentor, Riska, and our director, Mr. Ngoni Machaka, we want to say have a pleasant one. And we are really aware that we're in the festive season now, so happy holidays, and please enjoy your happy holidays safely wherever you are doing. Stay safe, and it is a bye bye from the team. Bye, everyone.
Let's see you. Bye.